and welcome to another math lesson. We have been exploring all types of measurements, and today we're going to go back and explore length. We learned about length longer than and shorter than comparing objects, and today we're going to break out our linking cubes and we're going to change the vocab from longer than and shorter than to more or less. Today, we're going to compare lengths using the words more or less. So, here we go. Take a look at some linking cubes, and we're going to decide, because we're comparing the length, we're going to decide which stick is longer. Then, we are going to ask ourselves which one's more and which one's less. So, let's get started. All right. First, I'm going to make a 7 stick, and let's use blue. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 cubes. This a 7 stick, so we would write the number 7. Now, let's make a 3 stick. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. So we have a 7 stick and we have a 3 stick. Your teacher's going to pause the video and you guys are going to talk about which one of our sticks is longer. Now that we know that the 7 stick is longer than the 3 stick and the 3 stick is shorter than the 7 stick, how did you know that the 7 stick was longer and the 3 stick was shorter? We were able to line them up. We were able to go back and count and know that the red cube stopped and the blue kept going. We also know 7 and 3 are the numbers. What do you notice about the numbers? Which one is more? Your teacher's going to pause the video and talk about which number is more. 7 is more. 3 is less than 7. 7 is more than 3. 3 is less than 7. How can we be sure? Well, I can see that 7 is longer, as we talked about before. The 3 stick stops as the 7 sticks keeps going. A 7 stick is longer than a 3 stick, which means 7 is more than 3. All right. Let's try another one. Let's build a 5 stick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's write the number 5. Now, we're going to build an 8 stick. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's write that number 8. Your teacher's going to pause the video and you are going to talk about which stick is longer and which stick is shorter. The 8 stick is longer than the 5 stick. If I draw my line, my endpoint that we learned a couple weeks ago, I can see that the 5 stick stops and the 8 stick keeps going. So that means the 8 stick is longer than the 5 stick, and the 5 stick is shorter than the 8 stick. So now, your teacher's going to pause the video, and you guys are going to talk about which stick is more and which stick is less. And how did you know? You probably said that the 8 stick is more than the 5 stick. And the 5 stick is less than the 8 stick. 8 is more than 5. 3 or 5 is less than 8. We can go back and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and see that the 5, 6 stops. That means 5 is less than 8. 8 is more than 5. Comparing of links with our linking sticks using the words more and less. Now we're going to play a game. You can see I still have my cue board up, but we've added another tool we're going to use. We're going to use a dice to find the number of cubes in each stick. Have you ever seen a dice? Maybe you've played a board game using a dice. A dice is in the shape of a cube. And on each side, there are 6 sides on the cube, you'll find dots. The dots on each side represent a number. So right now we're looking at the dice. How many dots do you see? 2. That means we would put 2 cubes on the linking stick. So let's roll the die and see what our first number of cube stick is going to be. How many dots do you see on the die? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see 6 dots on this dot. So we are going to make a 6 stick. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Let's find out our next number. We're going to roll the dice again. We got 3 on this roll. So we're going to put 3 cubes in a stick. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now it's your turn. Your teacher's going to pause the video and you guys are going to compare the length of your sticks. Which one is longer and which one's shorter? Okay, so we know we have a 6 stick and a 3 stick. You probably said this stick is longer. That means the 6 stick is longer than the 3 stick. And the 3 stick is shorter than the 6 stick. So now let's use our words more and less. Let's look at our numbers, 6 and 3. Which number is more and which number is less? Your teacher's going to pause the video. So you probably talked about 6 is more than 3, and 3 is less than 6. And you're right. 6 is more than 3. We can see when the 3 stick ends, the 6 stick keeps going. 6 is a bigger number. That means 6 is more than 3, and 3 is less than 6. All right, let's roll our dice again. All right, 5 dots. We're going to build a 5 stick. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's find out our other number. 3 again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. So we have a 5 stick, a 5 stick, and a 3 stick. Which stick is more? Your teacher's going to pause the video and talk about which stick has more. You probably said the 5 stick is more. 5 is more than 3. 5 is more than 3. Makes 3 less than 5. All right. Now, I'm going to put out a 10 stick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I'm going to put out another 10 stick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Seesaw, you're going to continue the work of talking about more or less and looking at the dots in the box, coloring as many beads, and then you're going to circle the longer one, the one that has more than, and complete that sentence. Blank is more than blank. Until next time, bye, Kipsters.